Look, kid, I don't care what your mama told you. I ain't your daddy. I had a motherfucking vasectomy in 1999. Oh, hey guys. It's me, Roswell. How you doing? I figured we would just try something new. Try something new while I game. We would have some chat. We will actually usually when I stream, I'm not looking at my own channel. I'm not in the thing. I'm not trying to engage a chat room or whatever, but I will do that today. I've got my chat up. You like this load screen? You like this load screen? You're a pervert if you're trying to peer in there. But I will engage any questions, almost any questions, you know, and we'll just take it from there. Chances are, like every other stream, nobody shows up, nobody watches, nobody engages, and that's okay. That's totally okay. Usually I game for my own enjoyment anyway. That's my one. If we're talking real big vices, it's gaming. I just like it a lot. This Fallout franchise, so compelling, dude. I've played all these games, and dude, I've got a camera out. How am I going to defend myself with a camera? This is not. Oh God. Intel, take intel. Intel, the house. Okay. No, this is not. This is not. Let's get an actual weapon, man. My vampire 50 cal. Can you handle that? Okay. I only got 58 rounds. This is dangerous. So, if you're not a believer in, I guess, at least one conspiracy theory today, 2024, you don't pay attention to the news. You're a clown, potentially. Maybe you're lovable. Maybe you mean well in your heart, but you don't understand what's going on. The world is not as it seems. I can only speak locally, but we got a 911 going on here. Out of my house. In America. Kind of a big 911. A foreign, a domestic. It's a domestic enemy. Performed a coup in our country. I don't know. I don't know if it officially began before Ike, but I know it started when JFK's head blew out the back. And that group has been increasing their control ever since. By as Kennedy said, covert means and assassinations and whatever it takes. And ever since that time, they've been increasing their power. Right? How many planes of, was it during the 80s? Like this rash of, oh, this congressman died in a plane crash. You know, there's like 8 other people in there with him, but small price to pay, man. If Madeleine Albright's out there saying 500,000 children is a small price to pay for Iraqi children dying for, you know, what's one person, right? Small price to pay in the big scheme of the grand chess game. Just move on. You can't think about it, right? They just act, and I don't know. I need to make ammo. I don't know if this is a good idea. Play a game and rant. But we'll do it a little bit. Hi. Don't judge me, bro. Don't judge me. It's ma'am. It adds to my comedy. Playing the game makes it surreal. Alright, there was nothing there. I need a workbench. I need a workbench. Should we go to the lighthouse? Let's head this direction. Nearest train station's way down there. By the time I get there, they may move. I can't fast travel right now. Let's go to the lighthouse. These distance, you know, these walks in the woods, they give me time to collect my thoughts. Think about the deep state. Think about JFK's assassination. Think about the CIA managed wars that we've gotten into, which is basically all of them. Thinking about banana republics getting flipped so that, you know, whatever fruit company can set up shop and get bananas cheap, and all the CIA dudes invested in the process. Thinking about, you know, a history of 60 years of profane abuse of their trust, man, and privilege, entitlement, the worst kind of entitlement, man. They want to talk about like some on the we got this. We're good. The worst kind of entitled, silver spoon, old legacy family money. You know what I mean? And then they get in power, and then they just enrich themselves off of it in some way. The same shit they're talking about Nancy Pelosi doing today has been going on since way back when all the CIA had, I don't know, does it go back to the OSS guys? Were invested in a fruit company, and then threw a coup, and then enriched themselves from that act. To get how it's been going on for forever. So I don't know. I need a workbench. I gotta focus on my game and what I'm saying. God, this is hard. Cockroach. And it's not. There's a lot of people today who do action in government, I'm going to assume, and I think that the instructions are being given and everything. It's patriotic, and it's the guys in the bunker. We're helping. It's the last bastion of America, and I hear the rhetoric, man. I hear it. We've got to save democracy. All these motherfuckers are in their bunker right now. The assholes that we don't like, that are doing these nefarious things, they're all in their fucking bunkers, and they're mockingbirding out over and over. Save America, we freedom, like they're using clear and present danger language. about Trump, but also like all of us. If they try this next time around shenanigans on the election, dude, do you think, like, I don't know, there was a committee talking about January 6th, right? And it looked, once we actually got the information out, the tapes came out, and we got to see the outside of where they murdered Ashley Babbitt, outside of that area, a little bit on the outside of where people were, a lot of agitators were, Ray Epps is out there shouting shit. Outside of those, it looked like a lot of like a BLM 2020. In between the velvet ropes, man. It looked like escorts and stuff. Well, why was the result of that different? Why didn't they go after every BLM for doing this stuff? The MAGA people didn't burn a church across the street, did they? While they were inside here? No. Some glass, some windows. Okay, I got you. Mostly peaceful. What's up, man? You can't keep up having these double standards of justice. It's like we're still monkeys, okay? We're monkeys, all of us. We're humans. We're not that far from the fucking jungle out there. Every single human, doesn't regardless of where on the planet. I'm talking about just humanity, okay? We're all, and with the primates, man. In zoo studies, they have chimpanzees, right? And one chimp goes over and he pushes the button, and a banana comes out. He's fucking happy. Woo! He got his banana. Yay! And then the other chimp saw what happened here, so it goes up and it pushes the button, and the door opens, and a banana comes out, and that chimp is super happy too, right? But then. The third chimp, he walks up to it, and he pushes it, and out drops a stick with a leaf. Motherfucking stick with a leaf. And that monkey is pissed off. Do you understand? Just like you would be, just like I would be. Why? Because it's not fair. Even within chimpanzee, even within the primates there, they understand what's fair and what's not fair. And then the response from that chimp, it goes nuts in the zoo. It lashes out. It is mad. And why? Because it knows this shit ain't fair. So here we are in 2024, after 2020, and everybody's like, well, what the fuck? And we've had, since that time, we've had a number of convictions for election fraud and tampering and other election violations. Like go Google that crap up. I don't need to link that. It's there. It's all there. It's I don't know what the overall results would have been in the aggregate. You know what I mean? That doesn't even really matter. The point is that the claims of, hey man, shit's not fair, they turned out to be a bit true now. Wow. And if they pull that again, like nobody cares. I donated money, man. Guilty. He's guilty. Oh really? All that bullshit and this unfairness and that's it? No. That ain't it. So I don't know what will happen if they try that again. Literally, I think that's what they want to do. They want to provoke something. Right? Just like on January 6th, all those people, and they're trying to provoke stuff that weren't there for genuine reasons. They were fucking co-intel. How do you get 200 FBI agents on site? Wasn't that what the congressman asked? How do you get them there? All organized and boom, just like that, without an operation, without a, I'm just saying. There's good men and women in a lot of layers of government. They're really good, and a lot of them are doing the best they can. I think a lot of them know, and are looking at what's going on and know this is wrong. when we look at even the media, the media is talking about this. You have people on the left and the right and all spectrum of legal discussing this and coming to the same conclusion that this is crazy. The same decorum that was offered every single president prior to this has never been afforded to Trump. Why? Why do you think that is? It's because he's not a Republican. That this is a revolution. That they're trying to take the reins back from the uniparty, the Coke Pepsi politics. For 60 years, that's been fucking shit up. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what's going on here. Trump isn't, you know, who I'd love to see as his running mate, Tulsi Gabbard. God, way back when I called her as it, like I called it her. She's the one. Why? Because what kind of a revolution would it be if we could take Trump's kind of a, you know, on the Republican ticket here and then get an ex who called Hillary a warmonger and then bring her in? Oh, God. Trump. And then what a great first, you know, woman president she would be. I feel like she's a patriot. She has some WEF connections that I'm not too keen on. But there's a revolution, bro. You bring in Trump and Gabbard. Fuck. She's a veteran. She's a woman. She's minority. She checks off a lot of boxes, man. She's attractive. She hates Hillary. Biscuit, no. Cat, no. I don't know, man. It's a. I think it would be a super fucking strong ticket. When they call her a Russian asset, when Hillary, you know, trying to call her a Russian asset, she's like a fucking veteran. Hillary has never. Oh God, she's only done legal and fucking, you know, public office. Quote: "We came, we saw, he died." I hate her. Oh God, you know, it's just the worst kind of, you know. I hate the Bushes. I hate the Clintons. I feel like they're what's wrong with America. There's a lot of stuff, and then the things that Trump represents, the things that Gabbard talk about, that's America. That's the real stuff. Not get us involved in Vietnam. Get us involved in the Middle East. Blow up Libya. Blow up the Middle East. Blow up South Asia. Coup this country. Set up CIA stations in Ukraine. Set up a coup there. Install Zelensky. Use them to foment shit with Russia for 4 years before they fought back. I don't know, whatever it was. It's all done in my name. It's all done in my country's name. That's not cool. That's just not cool. I gotta battle a little bit. But first I gotta take a photo. Okay.
That's a good start. Now just keep running and we'll call it even.
Got 30 rounds. I'm just looking at rounds, man. So what do you do, man? What do you do? We vote, we protest, we speak. This is horrible damage. That's horrible damage. I mean, you know, we're peaceful. We're 100% peaceful. Absolutely no other way to proceed except passive, non-violent resistance. Martin Luther King style, man. Not BLM style, Martin Luther King style. That's why it was so powerful. That's why he won. That's why it worked. on here. Clear. So I don't know. A lot of this is it's all conjecture on my part. I got no proof of anything, right? We all just kind of know. To be honest, if you don't know deep down, when did the term conspiracy theory come into play? Right after the Kennedy assassination. That's when that word was coined by the CIA, from what I recall, right? And what did like the thing I thought was super weird after 9/11 was George Bush standing up there and saying, "Don't talk about conspiracy theories." You know, it's like, as soon as he said that, I was like, I wasn't thinking about it. But now that you mention it, we need to have a conversation. And it never happened, right? It sort of did. There's stuff that's you can't. I don't know. It's indefensible. It's disputable. I go with the science. I go with the engineers on this one. I go with all those dudes. I need a workbench. I can't find one.
Identified intruder detected. Beginning search.
I got some good armor. It looks like a cocktail dress, but I'm telling you, I got 2 and 3 star armor. I become predator, chameleon. If I stop moving. I'm a ninja with a 50 cal.
False alarm. Standing down.
So I don't know. There's a lot of moving parts in my worldview. I feel like the revelations about Hunter Biden being a CIA asset, working for the CIA in Ukraine, like that came out, right? They just have been talking about that. That's why all this stuff and everything. And when they said that, I had this deep revelation. It was like everything. It's the deepest rabbit hole. What happened in the 60s. Everybody remembers where they were when Kennedy was assassinated, except George Herbert Walker Bush. He can't recall where he was on that day. Everybody that was alive at the time. Oh, I was 5. I was in school. We got the news. Kids were crying. Oh, I was, in college and walking down the street and I saw it on a TV in the window. People were crying. I was at home and doing whatever, and then listening on the shortwave or listening on my pocket radio. Everybody remembers where they were when Kennedy was assassinated, except George Herbert Walker Bush. He didn't recall. What was he doing at the time? What was his function in society, or what was he doing? Was he the head of the CIA, you say? So, the man who was the head of the CIA, who later became the president, and we almost had another assassination attempt. He doesn't recall where he was. Okay, That's not sus, man. That's not sus. And you know, so with JFK, the term conspiracy theory came out. That was where it was created. And then George Bush Jr. on 9/11 starts talking about, let's not give in to conspiracy theories. Okay, I wasn't thinking about it till you said it, bro. But now that it's there, we need to think about it. So, I feel like what we're seeing today with the election, the trial, and the travesty of justice that's going on there is a deep state dirty trick, man. It's straight out of a fucking CIA dirty trick handbook. You know, how many times have we run that exact play in a foreign country? You know what I mean? This wasn't the assassination, not an assassination from the playbook. This was a character assassination and perversion of a justice system, co-option. It makes no sense. And too many people see it, and they see that it's unfair, and just like the primates, they're getting mad, right? With all the donations that came into Trump after this happened. I activated. Here's $100, man. It's not. That wasn't something I was thinking of doing at all. But here, fuck this. You know. And I know there's a lot of other. I almost like. Part of me thinks that Trump's in on it. It's the deepest of the conspiracies that Trump is part of this somehow, and this is going to be because my knowledge of Trump is that he likes to come behind victory. He likes that story, the underdog, man, the fucking underdog winning. Oh, Trump loves that. He is right now poised as the ultimate underdog. Right? The way it's going, the dogs are at his heels. I'm going to try to put him in jail and shit, right? So, if the only way I see him being part of this, right? That's like a different, and it's not that bad, I guess, if he is part of it. Is he's trying to gin up the ultimate support for America, for I don't know, for patriotism.
Huh?
Dudes, they're all freaking out, man.
This, fix that. Never seems to end.
If the Scorched or the Ferals don't get you, the rats will.
So I feel like we're in a dicey time, where if enough people are aware that the last election was manipulated, that Hunter Biden is now being admitted, or they're saying on from the government that he was working with the CIA or for the CIA, that maybe Joe's the puppet, right? Hunter is over there in Ukraine since 2014 after the CIA-led coup. I don't know. It all makes sense when you start to put the CIA into these various things. It's like, damn, is that the deep state? Is that the intel? You know, how many people are involved? How many agencies? Right, from different departments and different things on left and right, all thinking they're being super patriotic in what they're doing. that's the swamp Trump is it. Trump's talked about the bureaucrats in different seats everywhere of both persuasions, but all feeling they're hyper America, and that no matter the ends, right? No matter the means, as long as they get their ends, that's all that matters. Is that what we're dealing with? And they're willing to kill American citizens like Ashley Babbitt. They're willing to just put an ex-president in jail for no decorum because he doesn't represent. He won't play the game. He's not a left or a right. He's the outsider co-opting a political party because third party can't win. Third party can't make it in America. So what do? You take over the one you think you can do, and they did it. And the whole way through being resisted by the old status quo power with the shitty attitudes on the world and how to achieve goals, how to make things happen. They only know destruction and power and feed the military industrial state, grow the government, the spy complex bigger, take more freedoms from Americans so they can't resist. It's shitty, man. It's so shitty. And if that's what we're up against, that's where I'm on the right side. I'm against that. That's profane. That ain't right. JFK, getting involved in the wars around the world, Vietnam and the Middle East, and all the shit in Central America, trying to turn us into the policemen of the world. Fuck all this noise. We've lost ground, man, and respect. We need to change our trajectory. And I don't know, talking with the Russians is somehow bad. Really? They helped us in World War II. We would not have defeated the Nazis. We would not have gotten the V, the W, if it weren't for the Russians, if it weren't for that help, if it weren't for their sacrifice. And then somewhere along the way, we had to, become bitter rivals and spy versus spy. And all the trillions of dollars of treasure lost exploded in fields. So that a really small percentage of the planet's population can enrich themselves. It's so horrific, man. I gotta decompress. I feel like Gump running down the road, man. I'm just lost. And the way that I'm thinking is maybe not on the depth of the betrayal, but absolutely a lot of Americans see what's going on. And I'm not sure what options the deep state has anymore, other than arresting and killing a lot of the opposition. And when I think about what's the CIA done in countries around the world, they don't seem to have any compunction about doing that. You know what I mean? And I got the feeling they're not going to care this time either. And they're going to paint it as, as being justified somehow. Wholesale killing of Americans by its government. Justified. You won't believe it. I won't believe it. It'll be horrible. And I'm not sure And like at that point, it's going to be bad. There's going to be blue on blue, right? Stuff going on because you've got it's evade.
Those raiders come snooping around.
It's going to be messy, man. It's going to be messy. I don't think anybody is looking for that. It doesn't serve the country. It doesn't move us forward. My only hopes are that this is really staged to make Trump the superhero, to make it really obvious, the big come behind victory, and then we go in and we make the changes that are necessary, the voter laws that need to be put into place to secure the elections for everybody, and then things that prevent the abuses within. I don't even care if it's from the intel community or the military, to prevent those abuses from happening again. We have to put these safeguards into place, or we're done. That's really it. I don't think I want to say anything more. So, that's it. I'm going to delete this later. All right. Cheers.